Okay, we have a full set of League Two fixtures this weekend, so just going to quickly run through my predictions. Kicking us off, Cambridge take on Fleetwood. Two teams with very similar starts. Cambridge in 13th, Fleetwood in 11th. Their last three games, they're in exactly the same form. One lost and drew. I think it's going to be a tight game, but I fancy Cambridge to nick it. So I've gone for a 1-0 home win. Harrogate take on Shrewsbury. Harrogate slipping down the table. Wasn't too bad a start for them, but they've lost 4 on the bounce. But they take on Shrewsbury, who have won 1 of their opening 8. They're currently second bottom, letting in a fair few goals. So I think this is a good game for Harrogate to get a win on the board after 4 defeats. So I'm going to go for a 2-0 home win. Barrow take on Crewe. Barrow, not a good start to the season at all. They've lost 6 of their opening 8. They're currently sat in 21st on 6 points, just a couple of points off the bottom. Crewe won their opening 4 games, and then since then have lost 3 and drawn 1. So yeah, a very mixed start for them, but I think they'll get back to winning ways at Barrow. I've gone for a 2-0 away win. Bromley take on Chesterfield, 2 decent starts. Bromley lost their unbeaten record last week. Chesterfield, 1 place above, 14 points from their opening 6. I think it'd be quite a tight game, but I fancy Bromley at home to win, so I've gone for a 2-1 win. Cheltenham take on Oldham. Cheltenham, bottom of the league, just 4 points from their opening 8 games. Only scored 3 goals as well, so really struggling for goals. Oldham, 14th place, won their last 2 games, which is the only 2 they've won this season. But I fancy them to make it 3 in a row with a 1-0 away win at Cheltenham. Colchester take on Bristol Rovers. Real slow start for Colchester. Only won 1 of their opening 8. They're sat in 19th place. Bristol Rovers, they did get off to a slow start, but they've won 4 on the bounce, so working their way up the table. And I fancy them to get another win this weekend, so I've gone for a 2-0 away win. Barnet take on Grimsby. It was a bit of a slow start for Barnet, but slowly working up their way up the table. They're in 15th. Grimsby are in 5th. Decent start for them. They've only lost 1 of their opening 8. But yeah, I fancy them to get a win at Barnet. So I've gone for a 2-1 away win. MK Dons, yet to really show us why they were red hot favourites at the start of the season. They take on Accrington, who got their first win of the season last week. But I do fancy MK Dons in this one, so I've gone for a 3-0 home win. Newport, poor start for them, 1 win in their opening 8, just 5 points on the board. They're level on with Shrewsbury, who are 23rd. Take on Gillingham, who've got off to a brilliant start. They're second, they're joint top with Swindon. They haven't lost any of their opening 8. 1-5, drawn 3. So I fancy them to win this weekend. For some reason, I think it'd be quite a tight game, but I think they'll win. So I've gone for a 1-0 away win. Notts County take on Crawley. Slowish start from Notts County for their standards. They're sat in 12th place on 11 points. Crawley, down in 18th. They have won their last 2 in a row though, so picked up in the past couple of weeks, but I fancy Notts County at home, so gone for a 2-0 home win. Salford take on Swindon. This is 3rd versus top. 2 teams off to brilliant starts. I think there'll be goals in this one. I think it'll be entertaining. I'm going to go for a draw, so I've gone for a 2-2 draw. And then finally, Walsall take on Tranmere. Walsall, good start in 4th place, 1-5 their opening 8. Take on Tranmere, who are down in 16th. So a bit of a slow start for them. I'm going to go for a Walsall win, 2-0. So that's my predictions for this weekend's games. Let's see how I get on.